Hello. Hello, ladies. So, um, I want to come and answer a question. But first, I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Okay. And I think y'all can. I'm sorry for background noise. I'm in a cafe doing some work, looking for some home decor for my apartment. So, I'm sorry for any background noise. Yeah. All right. So first of all, this is a very good question. I want to thank the follower of mine that sent me an Instagram DM. If you are not following me on Instagram, I am naturally fashionable and I talk about a number of things on my Instagram. I'm a lifestyle brand, but I'm also a style coach. So yeah, I get lots of different questions sometimes. I love when you guys DM me, so you can totally DM me. I might not answer you right away, but I will get to your question. Okay, so today's question is I noticed you wear a lot of braids and it's nice on you. Do you think braids are appropriate for interviews? Okay, so first, I want to be clear about what my job has been over the course of my life. I have been an educator, educating the youth. Now, that is a professional job, but it is a flexible job. So, in my career, when I was an educator, I always wore braids in different styles and my natural hair. I am now an entrepreneur slash housewife. So, I can wear what I want whenever I want to wear it. And I don't have to worry about like, is this too ethnic? Am I going to be judged? I don't have to worry about that. I can just rock my natural hair because, I work for myself. Now, the first question I want to ask you is what type of job is it? If you are going to a corporate setting, like at a law firm or a really big corporation, you may want to take more caution with the way you present yourself in that position. So I have left you a resource. It's just an article, and I left the link in the description box. And I want you to go read this article. And it's an article where Black women are talking about their. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. I'm sorry. I was just checking if y'all can hear me. Y'all can. All right. It's an article where a Black woman, different Black women, are talking about their careers and their feelings about their natural hair and things of that nature. And I think this is a good article to read because you can kind of hear some of the experiences of other Black women. All right. Now, I'm going to give you my advice as an image coach, as a style coach. I'm going to give you my advice. First, you need to do your research. What type of job are you applying for? Good morning, Fran. What type of job are you applying for? Is it corporate? Is it professional, but you're just applying to be an administrative secretary, or it depends, or a government job? It depends on what type of job it is. Okay, I need more information. It's very hard for me to answer this question without more information. Okay, but what I will say is research the job. I need you to research the job, and I need to know what the people look like that have that job. If there are Black women that are serving in the role that you are interviewing for, I need you to look at what their hairstyles look like. What does their attire look like? How do they carry themselves? You need to ask yourself, would you feel comfortable working for a company, where if box braids were considered unprofessional, would you be okay working there? You also need to ask yourself, would you feel not, would you feel comfortable not getting a job that's going to help you level up in life, all because you want to wear box braids, okay, or whatever kind of braids Definitely, I will say cornrows are unprofessional. Those long braids that's down your back, hitting your butt, the top of your butt, that's not professional. Um, those big jumbo dookie braids, that's not professional. Hi, Bridget. So braids, and you really have to be careful with who you talk to about this, because a lot of people live in their blackness. Everything they do is about being black. They have no outside influences. They have no friends of other nationalities, of different races. They Everything is about black. I'm black, and I lead with my blackness, and and you look at them, and they're nowhere in life. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with being. I'm proud to be a black woman. I wear my real hair. I don't wear weave. I wear crochet braids sometimes, and I wear braids as protective styles because I live in the Middle East, and the sun is very harsh, and the water is very, very hard here. So it's very hard for me to wear my hair out. But I wear my own hair. I embrace my blackness. So no one can come to me, especially if they got a weave on top of their head, talking about I don't embrace my blackness. Like I don't. You can't listen to people. You really can't, because people are full of it. But what I will say is I'm not going to lose a job to show my black pride. Okay, I'm not about to lose a job. I'm not about to lose an opportunity. I don't lead with my blackness. I lead with my charisma. I lead with my talents. I lead with my skills. I lead with my character. And because of that, God has always blessed me. When I changed careers, He blessed me. And whatever I want to do in life, I believe wholeheartedly God is going to bless me. And you could never lose what's yours. But we do have to worry about our image. So cornrows, those big dookie braids, those long lemonade braids that Beyonce was wearing in her video, that is not professional. I would not wear that to any job interview unless it was like at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like I would not wear that. Okay. Especially if you're interviewing in a corporate setting. Okay. Now, if let's say you already have braids, you've done your research, and the environment is not so tight, and maybe you can wear braids, or maybe you just got your braids done and you don't want to take them out, and you're going to wear the braids to the interview. How I would wear them, if I were you, I would do a bun, not a high bun. That's not professional. I would slick my hair back and wrap it in a bun, or I would do some type of French braid. Okay, that's what I would do if you have braids that are medium to small size. If they're any bigger than medium size, it's not professional. Period. It's just not professional. So if I did have braids, they need to be neat. They need to be freshly done. If you're gonna do it, I'm not saying do it. I'm saying you need to research where you're going to interview at and see what the women look like there. And if it looks like an environment where no one's wearing braids, or there's no black people, period, I may not wear braids. I might just do a slick bun. A slick bun is always the perfect interview hairstyle, even for me. When I'm working with certain clients, I may blow my hair out and do a slick bun, because a lot of people, they want to operate in, this is my hair. I shouldn't have to change my style. I should be able to rock my afro. I shouldn't have to not. Listen, you can do that when you work for yourself. See, a lot of people are confused. They want to make boss moves, but they are not bosses. Listen to what I'm saying. People want to make boss moves, but they are not bosses, okay? So whenever I'm working for someone, even as an entrepreneur, if I know there's a certain aesthetic that I need to have, and it doesn't go against my morals, my values, my principles, my characters, this is just hair. I don't care how I wear my hair, as long as it's neat and it looks good, okay? So I'm not going to put my blackness as a shield so I can lose a good job that's going to help me level up and elevate my lifestyle, okay? That's ignorant. I didn't go spend thousands of dollars getting a degree to lead with my Blackness, okay? So let's be clear. I got student loan debt. I paid to get a degree to use. So I'm not gonna let anything, not my style, not my look, nothing is gonna hinder me from getting to the job that I want to get to make money. Okay, and it ain't gonna be hair. Let's put it that way. It's not gonna be hair. All right. So if you have braids, you've done your research, you think you're gonna wear these braids to the interview, they need to be neat and freshly done. I would slick them back into a low bun, not a high bun. A high bun is not professional. That's more fashion. That's more style. I would slick them back into a bun, or I would do some type of French braid. That's how I would wear it if I had braids and I was going on an interview. I would do no high bun. I would not wear them loose. I would not. I'm just going to be honest with you, because some styles are ethnic looking, okay? And braids are one of those styles. Natural hair is a little different, okay? Natural hair really is growing out of your head. And as long as it's neat and it looks good and it's not too wild, too poofy, and that has nothing to do with Blackness. That just has to do with hairstyles in general. You wouldn't even see a white woman wear her hair probably really wild and curls to a professional interview. You just don't see it. If you work with different races of people, you will see that there's a standard to how you have to look in a professional environment. And yes, there is discrimination, and we know that people do have biases that we can't control, so we won't even worry about it. But even white women, Indian women, Arab women, whenever I see them, whatever the clients that I'm working with of all races, whenever they're trying to get jobs or change their look, most of them want a sleek look. They're not looking for what I have. You know, they're not looking for big hair. Like, big hair is really a part of self-expression, and it can be distracting in some jobs. Okay, it could be distracting, and I know that, and that goes back to people. Well, I'm Black, and Black people shouldn't have to check. I don't care what you think Black people should or shouldn't have to do. I really could give a flip what you care Black people should and shouldn't have to do. Black people do what they have to do to succeed, okay? And as long as it's not immoral or corrupt or blatant racism that you can prove, it's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do but play the game. And we all have to conform. As a married woman, I have to conform to keep my marriage together. As a married man, my husband has to conform to keep me as his wife. When I work with my clients, I have to conform to their personalities. Some people are unreasonable, but I have to figure out, okay, how do I win this person over? How do I help them reach their goal? We all have to conform. Even as an entrepreneur, as a boss, I have to conform to the world standards. So that's a childish way to think about life. I'm not going to conform. I wear what I want. I wear my hair how I want. Yes, and you will be poor. So you go and be poor while the rest of us conform to what we have to do to make money. And when we're on vacations, because we can afford them, and when we're on our breaks, we'll wear our big hair and our braids down to our behinds and our crop tops, and we will do whatever we want because we're on our free time, okay? So that's my advice. Thank you so much for asking me my professional opinion about interviewing with braids. Do your research is the first step. What do women look like that are in the line of work or in the profession that you are going to interview for? Okay, do your research. If you do decide to wear braids, you decide, okay, it's just a teacher job. Not that it's just a teacher job, but you can wear braids to a teacher interview. I have. So it ain't going, most likely it's not going to hinder you, okay? But a corporate job, that might be a little different depending on where it is. If you have any reservations about it, take your braids out, put a wig on. Take the braids out, put a wig on, or do a low bun. A bun is always the answer to every type of job that you could be interviewing for, okay? Put it in a low bun. If they're old, if there any fuzz, if it's frizzy, don't wear braids to the interview. You're gonna look a hot mess. Just don't do it. Okay? Don't do it to yourself. Don't don't do anything that you think could hinder you from getting the job that you want. Do you hear what I'm saying? Don't do anything that you feel could hinder you from getting the job. If you know you want to rock braids, get the job first, then rock your braids. That's what smart people do, okay? They conform to the standard first. Then once we get the job, then we rock our braids and get a little more wild with our style. That's what smart people do. Okay. So that's my advice. God bless you. I will be praying that you get that job. If you have any questions, shoot them over to my DM or here on YouTube, and join my Patreon. We are wrapping up the Next Level Lifestyle class. Thank you, all my Patreons. I'm going to be calling you out by name soon. My husband is on my case. He's like, you need to call your Patreons out by name, and I will be doing that. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, ladies.